It's very different in Australia because bankruptcy means you sometimes can't continue as a professional.
Well, it hasn't stopped our president. He's been bankrupt 6 times or something. So
Hi, I'm Kimball Dunn. I'm fascinated about business in America and also the propensity for individuals to take great risks, to start businesses, to see how they can turn them into the FANG companies, for instance, that are driving the American economy. And then compare that to what's happening here in Australia, where we just don't seem to have that IT business activity. I guess the key question is, how does an American and how does an Australian perceive failure? I must admit, every time I come to the States, I'm encouraged by the entrepreneurship of Americans. There's certainly a feeling that if you fail, that's not a bad thing.
No, it's a badge of courage. I mean, way back when I first began, I remember having a tour with 3 entrepreneurs. One that became very, very famous, but I don't think he'd want me to put his name out there. Yeah. And they were discussing how many times they'd failed, and I think I was 21 or 22, and going, I wouldn't hire these guys to do anything. All they're talking about is how they screwed up. I didn't yet understand that that's how you get better, by risking it all. And it really was a different mindset. I grew up in Boston, but went to college out here at Stanford, so I quickly became a West Coast guy. But it really was a different mindset in New England, in Route 128 versus Silicon Valley. Much more slow, steady, don't screw up, don't fail. Whereas if you didn't fail, you weren't pushing the limits and you weren't really trying to grow fast. Now, people didn't just throw money willy-nilly around, but on the other hand, if you're scared of failing or not thinking big, like Jobs used to say, then you won't become Apple.